Recently in a discussion, somebody had asked me, how many times could you reuse or re-record over a VHS tape before, it wasn't any good or the quality was really bad? I told them quite a few times. We would have tapes back in the day that we would use to record TV shows that we'd miss because we were at work or school or whatever the case was, and we would just use those tapes over and over and over again. But it's been quite a long time, and I can't really remember exactly how often or how many times we used them. If we just look at a website like Kodak, here it's saying, for most, you can expect to get anywhere between 6 to 10 reusable recordings on your VHS tape before you'll begin to see a noticeable dip. And I don't really believe that. I think it's quite more than that. And here on Reddit, somebody's asking the same question, and somebody's answer was 1. That's not true. Really, the truth is the third answer, and it depends on how the tape is erased, and really, on top of that, how good the VCR is. So we're going to put that to the test today. I've made a DVD. It's about 2.5 minutes long. It's just got some test patterns and then some random video clips, as well as a music track that we'll use to test the HiFi audio. I'm going to be recording this on a brand new, unopened, blank VHS tape. Now, these Polaroids are not the greatest, and that'll actually work out well for us because if it's a better tape, it'll last longer, at least in theory. But this will work just fine for what we're doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to record this DVD onto this tape, and then I'm going to rewind and play the tape back into the computer and record it. I'm going to rewind the tape again, record the DVD back onto the tape, and just keep repeating that over and over again until we hit 50 times. And that one section of the tape is going to get used over and over and over again. I'm not going to let the tape advance. It's going to be the same section of tape that's going to get used over and over again. And then we're going to compare and see how the quality drops off. And then at the very end, I'll compare the first and the 50th with the HiFi audio, and we'll switch back and forth and see how it sounds, if the sound quality dropped at all. You'll also get to see a comparison between the first and 50th recording the whole way through. So that'll be at the end of the video. All right, let's get started. So here's the playback of the color bars after the 10th recording, and you can see it looks pretty much the same as the first. The 20th recording, the 30th, 40th, and the 50th. And again, as you can see, after 50 recordings, the tape still holds up. Here's a luminance test card, which also helps show resolution. And as we progress, nothing noticeable changes. Here's some stock footage of some fish I found online, and the 50th recording looks just as good as the first. Now, just to be clear, we are not testing generational loss where we record from tape to tape. This is the same section of tape being recorded over numerous times. And yep, the tape holds up just fine. Here at the end, I have a checkerboard pattern, and you may notice a slight blurring between the white and black boxes, but nothing too extreme. I took a capture of the same frame of each, and zooming in shows there's a bit more color bleed over in the 50th generation, but that's only really noticeable when you really zoom in. From a distance on a television, you wouldn't notice any difference at all. Now, what about audio? Well, I'm not going to worry about the linear audio because, well, that sucks regardless. But what about HiFi audio? Did that degrade? So here, I'll play the whole recording and switch the audio between the two so you can listen for any differences. You'll also get to see and compare the video quality between the first and 50th recording.